like I started reading your book and I was hooked in immediately because the intro is Don Henley does not like books about the Eagles. Have you heard back from Don Henley at all, or his people, or anything? Is that's his mo now? He won't say anything at all, right?
I haven't heard anything yet. And I hope I don't, to be honest, because the only thing you would ever want to hear is, man, I read the book. You really got us, I gotta hand it to you. You really got me. It's just not gonna happen. So I think the only reason they would ever get in touch is to say we're going to sue you or we're going to hunt you down and kill you. Um,
That's a compliment for you.
when I did, the thing is with these things is, honestly, I don't write the books for the approval of the artist. I used to, go back. My first book came out in '86. And it was the official biography of Ozzy Osbourne, which of course he's never read. But it was a fan thing, lots of pictures and what a great guy Ozzy is and all that stuff. And then very quickly I started writing more seriously. But I was still so involved with all these groups that I didn't want to upset them or offend them. And I would really want to know that they were okay with it all. Well, I don't. I've stopped doing that, my friend, a long time ago. When I write a book now, I am absolutely not writing it for the artists, or I honestly don't give a shit what they think. It's not important. The only person I'm writing for, who I do give a huge amount of care for, is the reader. That's all. Be faithful and true to your reader. Don't insult their intelligence. Don't talk down. I always try and talk up. And I get a lot of reviews that don't get that. And I was reading one Amazon review, 1 star, saying my snarky style was. I'm thinking snarky style. But I know what he means. What he means is I'm not worshipful enough. I'm not writing it as if I was a huge fan. And even if I am a huge fan, that is the last thing you want to do. I'm a writer. I want to make great books. And so, yeah, not everybody's going to like them, but as long as I like them, and my notional reader knows he's getting me at the best I could do, that's all I care about. When I did a biography of Metallica in like 2010, 11, and I'd known them for a long time. And after the book came out, James Hetfield, the singer, since then has refused to have anything to do with me. He has trust issues. He doesn't trust me, doesn't like me. And he hates the book. Lars Ulrich, the drummer, still phones me, and he always says the same thing after reading the book. He's like, hey, it's your favorite drummer. Because I go out of my way in the book to point out he's not actually that very good at drums. His true gift is more really writing and guiding the band. But he's very funny. We still talk, we still laugh. He gets a kick out of the fact that James hates me so much. So you kind of take the rough with the smooth. But I don't want to. Jimmy Page I'd known very, very well for over 20 years when I did the Zeppelin book. And he's been asked about it over the years, and he always says he's never read it. But I know for a fact, because he whispered something to me at an event we were both at. And a big mutual friend said he read every fucking word. Same with Axl Rose. I did a book just on him in about 2006. And I unleashed. I really took no quarter. Not something I would do now. I did a Guns N' Roses book in 2016, which I think is a much, much better book and far more even-handed. Pulls no punches, but it doesn't go in with a grudge, which the Axl book did. And I was having lunch with one of his ex-managers when I was doing the 2016 book. And he said, Axl read every word of that book. the bad book. And it really broke him up. And I thought, wow, because you kind of think, do they even bother reading these things? Of course they do. Having said that, I mean, that particular instance, I have regrets, because I did go out of my way with that book to really kind of give it to him. But with the Guns N' Roses book, which is called Last of the Giants, the dedication right at the beginning is, for Axl, you won. Because I think in a way he has, as long as he doesn't go on stage too late or cause anybody grief, he's good to go as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, so I get back to it. Yeah, all these things have taught me that I don't care what they think. I really don't, because these days the level I try and operate on is not to personally insult anybody. It is to try and tell the story, to try and get you in the room, because you can read all of this on Google and see the behind the musics and the endless documentaries, it's all there. So I try and deliver a different kind of experience, if you like. I try and make it so that you feel like, you're in that room, you're in that world. And so if someone's being crazy or a creep or an asshole, it's okay, because, you don't have to be a rock star to be any of those things. We have to deal with this every day, don't we, in our everyday lives? So